Hi there. This video will walk you through how to change your beneficiary with Acera if you're an active member currently working for an Acera employer or a deferred member who used to and still has contributions on deposit with us. We're going to do this using the active or deferred member beneficiary designation form. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Navigate to acera.org/BEN, which is the shortcut to the form. Okay, so why do you need to designate a beneficiary? Well, as an active or deferred Acera member, there are certain benefits that will be paid in the event of your death, and you can visit acera.org/death to learn about them. So this form allows you to designate one or more beneficiaries to receive those death benefits. Take note that this form is electronically fillable. So the first thing you will want to do is download the form to your device and fill out the downloaded form. That way you can save changes that you make to the form. So we're going to pretend that this is the form I downloaded to my device. Take note that this form will void and replace any prior nomination of beneficiaries that you've made. But that's okay because you're using it to update your beneficiary designations right now. Okay, let's get started. Section 1 goes into greater detail about the purpose of this form, so feel free to read through that. Okay, scrolling down to Section 2, you fill out information about you, including your name, social security number, address, birth date, phone numbers, and email address. You also select your marital status and fill in the name and email address of your spouse or domestic partner if you have one. Okay, scrolling down to the next page. Section 3 allows you to name one or more beneficiaries to receive your death benefits in the event of your death. Give as much information about your beneficiaries as you can, including name, social security number, date of birth, contact info, and their relationship to you. If you don't have all the information handy at the time you want to submit the form, you can still submit the form. The minimum information we need for each beneficiary is the name, the relationship to you, and the percentage of the benefit you want to leave to this beneficiary. Okay, regarding what to put into the percentage of benefit fields, if you're naming one beneficiary, just put 100%. If you're naming more than one beneficiary, you need to put in a percentage of the total benefit that you want to leave to each beneficiary. All the percentages in the primary beneficiary section should add up to 100%. There's space for 3 beneficiaries. If you need to name more than 3 beneficiaries, just contact us and we can provide you with an addendum to complete. If you're planning on naming a charity, trust, or an estate as your beneficiary, go ahead and follow the link acera.org/charity to find instructions on how to complete the form. If you're planning on naming a minor as your beneficiary, it's important for you to read the instructions at acera.org/minors. Okay, scrolling down to Section 3B. This section allows you to name one or more contingent beneficiaries to receive your death benefits in case all your primary beneficiaries fail to qualify to receive benefits. And a common reason that benefits might go to a contingent beneficiary would be that your primary beneficiary died before you did, and you didn't name a new beneficiary before your death. So it's important to name a contingent beneficiary as a backup. The contingent beneficiary section also gives you 3 sets of fields to name 3 different contingent beneficiaries. Otherwise, it's very similar to the primary beneficiary section, and all the same information applies, including the instructions for naming a charity, trust, estate, or for naming a minor. Okay, scrolling down to Section 4. If you're an active member, Section 4 allows you to make an advanced death benefit election. If you die before you retire, the advanced death benefit election authorizes Acera to choose the maximum lifetime continuance available to your designated beneficiary. There's a lot of information on this page, but the bottom line is that this election may result in greater benefits for the beneficiary you designated above in sections 2 and 3. There's really no downside to making this election, so go ahead and check the box on your form. If you're a deferred member, you can skip Section 4 because it only applies to active members. If you want to learn more about how this election could provide greater benefits to your beneficiaries, visit the link provided, acera.org/adv. At the bottom of the page, note that after you file this beneficiary designation form, if you get married or divorced, enter into or dissolve a domestic partnership, or have or adopt a child, the advanced death benefit election may be invalidated by that event. If any of those events occur, all you need to do is file another one of these beneficiary forms and re-elect the advanced death benefit election. Okay, scrolling down to Section 5. If you have a spouse, state-registered domestic partner, or Alameda County domestic partner, you need your spouse or domestic partner to sign this section. There is no electronic signature field on the form because you can't sign this form electronically. So complete the form electronically as much as you can, then print it out and do all the necessary signatures in ink. If you don't have a spouse or domestic partner, or you do, but you're submitting the form without their signature, you need to make a declaration by checking one of the boxes and signing at the bottom of the page. Now, if your spouse or domestic partner does sign above, you don't need to make a declaration. Okay, scrolling down to the final section, Section 6, this is simply your signature confirming the beneficiary designations shown on this form. Again, you'll need to print out the form and sign in ink. So how do you submit the form? There are 5 options. You can scan your form and upload it. You can send it to us by quick code. You can fax it to us. You can mail it to us. Or you could walk it into our office and drop it in our drop box during business hours. No appointment necessary. If you have any questions as you're filling out your form, don't hesitate to call us at 510-628-3000 or email us at acera.org/email.